Hey, good afternoon, everybody. So, I wanted to do a video on something that I know I've been dealing with for a while now, and I just started really. I didn't just start really noticing this. This is something that when I first moved over here, I wish I really knew about, and now I really do. Okay. Anyways, driving in New Orleans is horrible. If you can drive in New Orleans, honestly, I think you can drive anywhere because the traffic over here is annoying. That's the first thing. The second thing is the drivers over here are not cautious at all about where they pull out to. And what I mean by pulling out to is when they go like out of their parking lot, they don't even pay attention to who is in front of them or in the back of them. It is so sad. And on top of that, this morning I had witnessed something that I never thought anybody would ever do because it's crazy. Very illegal. This bus decided to go and where I was driving, decided to go like in the wrong area. Well, like when I was coming out, going, driving out to take my son to school, this bus decides to go right past me. And I'm like, that's not the right way to go. They were supposed to make a U-turn and go all the way around. So I guess they were in a hurry because that was not right. And I could imagine why car insurance is so bad over here. It's because of the fact that there are so many reckless drivers over here. And I've seen some really bad incidences where it just gets even crazier. Now, I don't plan on staying over here forever. No, indeed. So that's why I want to tell you guys, because this has been on my mind for a while, and I was like, nope, gotta do this video. And so I decided to go ahead and tell you guys how bad New Orleans is when it comes to traffic and driving. Now, I live in New Orleans East. There is the East, and there's the West. There's Baton Rouge, and then you got uptown and downtown, okay? So for the majority of this state, it's crazy, okay? And then, you see so much chaos and people driving like they done lost their minds, insane drivers. They are not safe at all. And so, like, even with bus drivers, I've noticed this. Bus drivers don't pay attention to where they're going. And that makes it very dangerous for people who are out on the road. Another thing I noticed is that the lights, there are some lights that take forever, okay? And there's certain lights that are very, very fast. And so you really got to watch out where you're going because there's people who are really on the road and they really don't care because they're driving crazy. And then I can see why New Orleans police officers, they probably going around and doing some real soul searching because it's just that bad in New Orleans East. I don't know how it is on the West Bank. I would say probably maybe the same, but probably not as bad as in the city. Okay. Anyways, I did want to say that, if you're going anywhere, if you want to travel over here, go ahead, travel over here. But if you want to live over here, I would say, hell no. Go find yourself an area that is a lot safer, people, because they got crime, they got shootings, they got people that just done lost their minds when it came down to driving. Like they really shouldn't have their license, and they still out here driving like it's no tomorrow. Okay. So, and another thing is, I did want to state that, because I plan on moving back to my own hometown, which is not here, and that would be South Carolina. So like I said, if you can drive in if you can drive in Louisiana, you can drive really anywhere, in my opinion, because they just have such reckless drivers. They have people that don't pay attention to where they're going. They just look and then they just pull out. That's not how you drive. When you are driving, you have to pay attention to your surroundings. Like I literally scan everywhere before I make my turn because I need to see where is that person going. Like, is that person really going where they need to go, or do I need to wait for that person to go? And another thing is, they are very impatient. They have no patience. They just drive wherever the hell they want to drive. They don't drive over the speed limit. They don't care what happens. Okay. So that's what I have to say about New Orleans drivers. Now, for those of you who really, like I said, Rock Hill, South Carolina is where I plan on moving to. And I don't think it's ever been that bad. Like, Louisiana is just one of those states that are just horrible, And then Texas, I'm pretty sure traffic is just probably as bad as the next. And then you got California and whatnot, but that's a whole nother story for a whole nother video. And that's I just want to make this video to just share with you guys my thoughts about this area. But like I said, to travel here, to visit, that's fine. But to actually live here, no. I would put that in my last places of living because it's just that bad. All right, you guys. And not to mention the crime is bad and everything else underneath the sun. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this YouTube video. I don't know why I said Facebook Live. I guess because I've been doing so many of them. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this YouTube video. I will be making more content coming out pretty soon. I just bought a purse, which means there is going to be a haul video. So that's going to be something that you guys really enjoy. And I did get my haircut. For those of you who noticed, I just got my haircut. I really know I needed it. And then Eli has to get his haircut pretty soon too. But yeah, I finally got it cut. My hair was just very hard for me to manage. I had thinning and then I just did not like it at all. It was dry and I got it cut. So I'm very happy that I did because I needed it. I really did. It was just bothering me so much. But anyways, you guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And like I said, another haul video will be coming up. And thank you guys. And it's the weekend. So God bless everybody and have a great day and a weekend.